Sir, I compliment Fawzia Kanji for bringing this very important bill. And let me just admire her because she has been one person who has been steadfastly taking up issues, genuine issues, that needs addressal and also redressal. Sir, as you rightly know, POCSO Act was path-breaking in 2012. But after that, there were a couple of amendments. The reality is the ecosystem have drastically undergone changes. The way in which our children are subjected to harassment in different forms, the technological revolution that has happened. Honorable Ministry is here. He is aware about the internet penetration, the impact of social media, the encrypted messaging app, which he wants to make it accessible to the government agencies, and the data-driven exploitation that is happening. The huge impact of the ecosystem that has come on these hapless children. So rightly, Fawzia has suggested that this act should undergo certain changes in tune with the times. I fully subscribe her views and support her. Sir, please allow me to submit a statistics which is very relevant, sir. You would be interested to know that. We introduced fast-track courts so that at least these vertical should have a mechanism that should be in tune with the time of giving justice to our hapless children. But, sir, 137,000 cases are still pending. That means the system is suffering a fatigue. Who is responsible? I would say that. The procedural wrangles, lack of coordination, lack of trained person. And, sir, this is very important. Our approach should be victim-centric reform, sir. Unfortunately, we don't see these issues from the standpoint of the victims. Sir, across the globe, Epstein files are being discussed. Epstein files. You know the importance of Jeffrey Epstein files, which is rocking US politics. It simply means that minors are trafficked, silenced, and abused by powerful men for years together. The Epstein files in the US has created a ruckus. And you know who are all mentioned there. Even high and mighty have been mentioned in these Epstein files. You know, sir, Jairamji wants to know those persons who have been mentioned in Epstein files, which I don't want to give. Because at least my friend Trump is involved.
You look at me. You look at me and speak. You got only 5 minutes.
Sir, I would be happy to look at you only, sir. It's such a delight to look at the chairman and speak, sir. Sir, now there are other issues also. Now you know that Kerala has been the first state in the country to launch the Nirbhaya policy for the care and protection of women and children in distress. Kerala is rehabilitating POCSO survivors by using, so this is very important, 100% of its funds, and for this purpose, Kerala government has allocated 12 crores each for the last 2 years. The government of India, Naddaji, I want your attention. You had promised that each district you will grant 10 lakh rupees for this purpose. We have sent in our proposal for 1.4 crore, 10 lakh is each district. For so many years it is pending with your ministry. If you are committed to this cause of protecting the children, protecting the victims, rehabilitating the victims, before conclusion of this debate, you will stand up and say that we are clearing 1.4 crore, which the Kerala government deserve. I am expecting a reply from Honorable Naddaji. Sir, I am very happy that the members across the political spectrum are very sensitive to the issues. For example, J.B. Metraji, today, my friend, esteemed colleague from Kerala, today introduced a bill, Sexual Harassment of Women Prevention Bill. Contextually correct, sir. She has been mum in Kerala. She is very vocal in the Parliament House. Her own colleagues are under cloud there in Kerala, which is creating a mayhem in Kerala politics. But she had, Jaradji, you should compliment your junior colleague coming with a bill like that. But, yes, colleague of that party. Yes, yes. No. Now they will point fingers at them. But I am very happy. She's my younger sister. But J.B. Metraji, you should open your mouth when things happen in Kerala. Your colleagues are speaking. But sir, coming to this topic, sir, there are pertinent issues regarding this. Sir, I am just giving you insight to this. Sir, there have been observations from the Supreme Court. One issue I would say, sir. See, when there are issues between a teenage boy and a teenage girl, many a time the boy is implicated. So the Supreme Court and Madhya Pradesh High Court also, is it correct? The court also said that you need to view it differently if the boy is not mature. Madhya Pradesh High Court, in case of Rahul Chandel versus State, urged the sender to reduce the age of consent to 16 years in order to address the injustice going on with adolescent boys who enter into consensual sexual relationship. The Supreme Court also said about it. I remember former Chief Justice Chandrachud, he said that age of consent under POCSO, which is at present 18 years, poses difficult questions for judges dealing with such cases, and the growing concern surrounding this issue needs to be considered by the legislature, sir. So I feel that Fauziaji has put across this thing. I don't know how we have to deal with it. The government has to come forward. The minister is erudite and enlightened. He should guide this honest, august house as to how to tread on this point, sir. Now, sir, the most important, it's abuse of silence, sir. Sir, you know that 70-80% of the harassment cases, it's not been spelled out of fear. The children are mum. And the system doesn't want the children to speak out. That is more important, sir. In the schools, starting from the schools, see hostels, coaching centers, religious institutions, sports academy. You look at this 360 spectrum where the children move. 70-80% of the cases, the children doesn't come forward. Children do not come forward and give the information, sir. The moment the children come forward, there are procedural issues. Even the parent side, sir, I will say that. There is a taboo that is surrounding the abuse of children. Even the parents at home, many a time, the relatives would be the culprits in such harassments, such abuse. So what happened is that the silence starts at home. How are you going to deal with it, sir? Sir, I would suggest that, honorable minister should listen to me, there should be proper awareness given to the children and the parents and the stakeholders, including the teachers and other social leaders. So, in the syllabus also, we can make certain changes like that, because the children, many a time, they don't know whether it is abuse or not. They may not be in tune with the reality. They will know only after growing up, sir. So there are many instances when these people speak out after attaining a certain level of age, because then only they say that what we were subjected to when we were children, kids, going to relatives' house was a harassment, was an abuse. They realize that, sir. Sir, I would recommend that as part of our syllabus, school syllabi, we need to make sure that a proper awareness should be imparted to the children. Sir, please don't look at the watch. I'm making pertinent points. This is a private member's business, sir. There is flexibility and liberty, sir. Now, sir, what I'm trying to say is that, see, protecting our children from abuse is a noble cause Because we are protecting the future citizens of this country. Think about the trauma that is being inflicted on these children, sir. Sir, many a time, brilliant children, they come silently to the home. They will not divulge what has happened to them in the school or the coaching centers. And the talents, precious talents, we lose, sir. And the number of harassments and abuses, nobody has an idea about it. The experts make it a point saying that 70-80% go underreported, sir. And the police system also, sir, the judicial system also, we need to sensitize them, sir. And moreover, we have to bring in trained activists into this arena. That is very important. Sir, who are dealing with this, sir? The ordinary police station may not be in a position to deal with it, sir. Those people who are trained, like the teachers who are trained for, say, special, differently abled children, we need to have specially trained workforce to deal with such a system, sir. And moreover, sir, there should be a system of rehabilitation, giving them a therapy to bring them back to our society, sir. So, whole plethora of things which we can do, but we don't do, sir. Sir, there are certain provisions which have become obsolete, as I told, because of the ecosystem that is evolving. So I would humbly request that the government should come forward, because the bill is slightly old, though there are amendments. But since Fawziaji presented a beautiful bill covering all the aspects, wider spectrum, I would urge upon the government to look at those provisions and imbibe and incorporate, if at all they don't accept it. But since it is I would say that a neutral agnostic bill which doesn't have any political overtones, I would urge upon the government and this August House that let us all jointly, unitedly pass this bill, sir. Thank you very much, sir.